you might have know this guy. Do you know Casper Sight, the YouTuber? This guy?
I do not. No, I've never heard of him.
He's pretty popular. He's got almost 1 million subscribers. He talks about UFO stuff a lot, ghost stuff. I kind of watch his videos of him reacting to things, and that's what I was doing the other day. And I discovered this cube thing while he was discovering this cube thing. So this is an actual UFO someone has seen. Look at this is footage this lady shot of it coming out of the sky. And it's just a cube floating around. And then there's been other people who have also seen this cube floating around. And this guy, let's listen to this military dude. I think he was on Joe Rogan talking about the one he saw. These black cubes are just floating around the sky.
You know, that box that I told you about in the sky that starts 10 miles off the coast, there's a particular GPS, location and altitude where incoming traffic will fly in and outbound traffic will fly in the exact same spot, but will fly out 1,000 feet lower. There were 2 aircraft from my squadron, VFA 11, and they took off as a flight of 2. That means they're essentially flying in a formation like this. And as they hit the area, one of these objects went right between the aircraft. The lead air crew saw the object. The Dash 2 aircraft crew did not, which is not surprising because they're usually very focused on flying formation. You're just staring right at that aircraft. The lead really has actual leeway to look around. So,
I like hearing this stuff from these military guys because it makes it feel a lot more real and serious.
Came back. I have to assume.
Yeah, I think that it adds some legitimacy to the whole thing
at the entrance point.
Yeah, so I don't think they would make this up.
He turned around, flew back, landed, and I was in the ready room when he come back, and he had all his gear on, which typically is not a good thing.
This dude is talking about this cube he saw to help kind of confirm this is real. People are seeing these things. Even military guys are like, okay, black cubes are floating around the sky. So we were seeing all kinds of drones all over the place. Pilots are seeing them. They're all different shapes. The one I'm most intrigued by is I don't know if it's a black cube, but it's a cube inside of a sphere, and like the 4 points of the cube are touching the edges of the glass of these spheres. That's like a thing. That's like what that other army dude chased in his jet in 2008. So yeah, this guy
a name for just because we were
talking
seeing
about
so
it.
Much.
He saw them they're seeing them so much.
He described it just as a black, it's like a gray cube.
Wait, listen to that. Listen to that.
And he described it. He described it just as a black or dark gray cube, and that cube was inside of a clear or translucent sphere.
This is the thing.
Essentially, the apex or the corners of that cube, best he could tell, were touching that inside of that sphere.
Mind-boggling.
So yeah, have you heard about these UFOs?
No. So these are it's the Borg.
Someone posted that in Discord earlier that says the Borg, and I was like, I'm down for that. It's
interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's like what are these squares that are being sent to Earth?
Let's watch
and these are being seen.
Footage from this lady. Yeah, they're being seen. What'd you say?
They're being seen by the military apparently.
Military and now citizens. This woman films it. This is what she gets.
Black portal and alien cube over.
Let me give credit to this dude. His name is, I forget the YouTube name. I looked at his footage later. It's Secura Team or something YouTube channel. I don't know. This guy didn't give credit. This guy's in England, though, watching the video.
Texas, which we published on June 29th, 2015,
has
gotten a major response.
2015, man. This was 10 years ago.
And an overwhelmingly positive response with almost 60,000 views in a single day, as well as reaction from multiple sources who were in El Paso that day, who came to the channel to add their little tidbits of information on their sighting of this object.
So a lot of people saw
This is a mass sighting of this giant cube-shaped UFO.
I think when I hear of the mass sightings, it does add more, same thing. There's a few things that I think add legitimacy to these sightings. Military, I think especially like an officer, like a pilot is an officer. Mm-hmm. I think that to be a pilot, I think you're automatically a lieutenant, and then I think you move there. So these are officers that are seeing these things in the military. And I think that they do have a lot to lose, especially if they're active duty military. Yeah. But the other is crowds and like mass sightings, which is like, I think if it's
deny that. That's like the Phoenix Lights. You can't deny what so many people saw at the same time, and then the news tries and the government tries to lie about it, like the Phoenix Lights, and no one's going to fall for it. This makes us believe in it more. So yeah, I love these mass sightings.
if it's one or two people or like a family, then it's like, okay, it's like, was this like a delusion? Like, were these people like in on it? Were they like feeding each other's like mania or whatever? But if it's just like a specific day, random people at a fair saw 500 people at a fair saw like a thing floating in the sky. It's like, you can't really, they saw something. It's like, whether or not that was alien is like, that's up for interpretation and debate, but they saw something.
Yeah. So something's going on and we need to get to the bottom of it.